We, have been enforcing them all. We wrote 10 parking violations. But before we started the parking enforcement, Zane and Nathan went in every business on Main Street and let them know we were gonna start back to enforcing the parking. So everybody was warned that we were getting ready to start doing it.
Anything in particular on that?
No, basically training Zane in it, part of his training.
Well, it looks like it's been effective. It seems like parking's opened up a little bit on the streets. That's good.
I do have one quick comment though, Madam Mayor. I just know, I meant to tell you this earlier, Chief, but this is the first I've seen of this in the report though, no front license plate.
Yeah.
So that's interesting, I mean, this is not North Carolina, obviously, but
Keeping Zane busy.
I guess. Okay. I just found it interesting though, that's the first.
If you're from Virginia and you don't, you buy a car in North Carolina, they charge you extra for the brackets, but the.
Yes, they do.
All right, anything else?
So,
I just,
All right, we'll move on to the fire chief. And I'd like to say congratulations on 130 years. It was a great
Yes.
celebration the other day, and I enjoyed myself.
thank you.
Thank you.
Good job.
We had 30 calls for July, most of them vehicle accidents, the bulk and fire.
I do have one quick comment though, Madam Mayor.
You done, Ramon? Is that all?
Today, early today though, on South Main, we had a car burn though, is the, person who owned the car, she gonna be okay?
Yeah.
We had a car burning at the, Product Tire, didn't we?
No, up the street.
Up the street.
Yeah, we'll get a product.
And was there another one on North Main?
So that's-
Seems like an epidemic.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Bobby. And Madam Clerk, Treasurer.
I collaborated with the Assistant Fire Chief, Andrew Foster, to review and submit the quarterly safer financial reports to FEMA Gov. Attended a Southern Software training on utility billing, module functionality, and transition best practices, managing the insurance claim process with Virginia Risk Sharing Association for the Chatham Medical Center HVAC unit. I've had 2 FOIA requests. I'm engaging in the current GRSA workers' compensation payroll audit, providing payroll data and documentation, assisting the finance committee in evaluating funding strategies for fire truck procurement, attended the Western Piedmont Planning District project meeting update. Trash collection revenue has increased over the past 3 months. The current outstanding balance for delinquent trash fees is $11,000. Reviewing CD investment opportunities with First Citizens Bank to maximize municipal funds, facilitated monthly team building exercise centered on best practices and in municipal customer service pledge. Submitted FEMA Safer grant request for reimbursement for pay-per-call services in the amount of $12,405.
Kelly, I'm curious about the delinquent trash fees of $11,000. Is that typical? I don't remember that much before.
Yes, ma'am.
It's pretty
But
typical
it's
in
coming
August.
down.
Um,
But it's coming down, greatly coming down.
when were they due, the last ones?
We said June the 30th, but we would extend grace to those that needed grace if they had a financial hardship.
Okay, 11,000 seems like a significant
But it's
hardship.
greatly come down in the last 3 months. So we've been actively pursuing, calls and letters to get that revenue in.
Anything else for Kelly? All right, we'll move on to the consent agenda. Can I have a motion to approve that as block?
So moved.
Who's moved it? Teresa? Easley? Can I get a second?
Second.
Johnson? Madam Clerk?
Bishop,
Yes.
Black,
Yes.
Easley, Case,
Yes.
Riddle,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Okay. We have nothing under unfinished business, so we'll move to new business and the Will Pace Show.
Here it goes. Second of 6 items that came before the Public Services Committee, Madam Mayor. Item 12A is a motion to approve a contract quote from Nathan Roach for the Hillcrest Mediation Circle. Charges will apply for listed at the own discretion of Ms. Burgess. So turn to page 73 of your packet. Here I go. I apologize, this is not going to be teaching right now. Turn to page 73 of your packet. You'll see the list of items that Mr. Rose is willing to do, but I would say that the quote, that bottom quote is inaccurate, the subtotal, because it's not guaranteed we're gonna do every single one of these things though. So the bottom line behind this idea is that we want someone to help with the maintenance of the Hillcrest Mediation Circle, like the mulching, the weeds, which really isn't in Mark's purview. And also, if you notice, the most expensive item there though is really mowing the grass just outside the perimeter of the actual Hillcrest Cemetery though, which is gonna be very expensive too. It'll be, cutting the field section at Lower Park Hillcrest Cemetery is $250. The bottom line is that we want some extra focus on maintaining the mediation circle because of big concerns about, not being updated enough though. Hopefully this may improve the situation. And we need to do more work with Hillcrest Cemetery, such as maybe in the future, not related to this, though, is paving the extra part though, so it's easier to get around Hillcrest Cemetery in the future because more plots are, coming up though. So this came before the Public Committee by a 2-0 vote, and I so move its adoption.
From committee, it requires no second. Is there any discussion? I have a little question though about the Infomark contract. I know it sort of just says maintenance. Is there clarification there about what their duties are in the cemeteries?
If you may though, so pretty much if you go, it's like page, I got it from you though, page 1213 though, the Public Works Services, it pretty much says that the cemeteries, they're responsible for mowing the grass like inside the actual plot area, cleaning, removing trash, minor repairs of benches, fences, signs, which we don't even have any fences though. Schedule fall brush, leaf pickup though, brush removal from if there's any storm debris. And we don't have flower boxes technically though. So that's the main focus though. It doesn't really go into the fact of like mulching, weed collection, things like that though. So this is a little extra though.
So will Infomark still be doing their part with their?
I would say yes.
They're doing,
Yes.
and this will be supplemental?
Yes.
Also, I went back to look at the contract, and it says operators shall provide management and labor for the following public works services for the municipalities: 2 parks, 3 cemeteries, 3 traffic islands, and tank sites. And as Will just read, mowing the grass is predominantly it. And I noticed under Henry Harmon's section, that we have him trimming bushes, getting up leaves in Giles Corner, and the south entrance, Columbia Forest entrance, Davenport Island, all of that. So it's sort of a precedent anyway, that we've hired someone to do those extra things. And then another point is when we actually, signed this contract, the reflection circle wasn't even there. So in a sense, it's extraneous.
I would say it's too though, I mean, I did speak with a couple people from Mark, they're okay with what we're trying to do though. This is just something we want to have a more focus on for this particular instance though. And that was the thinking behind it. I know Mr. Bishop's been championing trying to keep the mediation circle up to date though. And we've hired Mr. Roche for other projects